All right. That means you may need to check your network. So let me go ahead with sharing. All right. Okay, great. So okay, so let's go straight to Google Drive. I've explained the 9 boxes, right? So let's go straight to Google Drive. Okay, so from here, you get, okay, so if it's a new Gmail account, right, all of this place will be blank, okay, because you've obviously not saved anything. Me, I've saved a lot. Even my Gmail, my Google Drive is already 85% full, so I have a lot of stuff here already. Okay, so say you want to create a new folder. What are you going to do? All you just need to do is, if you look at my screen, this, where my cursor is, there is something here, new. The moment you click on new, what pops up? It brings new folder, file upload, folder upload. It even gives you shortcuts for you to access Google Doc, Google Sheets, Google Slides, Google Forms. Do you understand? Okay, so if you click on new folder, there's a pop-up for you to create a new folder. So let me call this folder DA Amazon's cohorts 3 cohort 3 class, for example. And then I click on create. A is missing in my class. Class, okay. And then I click on create. It's working it for me. I think the network, okay. So it's working, it's working. All right, so it has created. Look at our folder here. And our folder is empty because we've not saved anything into our folder. Okay. So how did I open the folder? Let me go back to my drive. I double clicked to open the folder. Do you understand? So the moment I double clicked, it opened the folder for me. Now I'm making use of my laptop, right? And I want to save items into this digital Amazon 3 class folder that I have created. So what do you need to do? All you need to do is double click for that folder that you want to save into to open up. And this is it here, we have it here. So if you have the item on your desktop already, maybe you just downloaded it and it's still on your lower toolbar, you can drag the item and drop it into the folder. That's why it says drop files here or use the new button. So you can either drag and drop, or you come back to this new button. This new button is a very important button. So if you click on file upload, you can be able to upload new file into this already opened folder. 2, if you have a folder already saved on your desktop, whatever you want to save is already in that folder. Like you created a folder on your desktop where you have all your certificates. All your certificates. A lot of you don't even have your certificates saved on your Google Drive where you can access on the go. Someone calls you while you are on transit or in transit and says, send me your document. And you are like, hey, I'm not at home. Or maybe you even grew up in somewhere like Port Harcourt and hustle brought you to Lagos. And that day your mommy is not at home. How do you get your certificates across? And you are in your final stage of your interview. What do you need to do? You need to just save it on your Google Drive. Do you understand? So let's say you already have the folder where you've put in all your certificates, all your documents, and it's that folder you want to upload, not uploading the files one by one. All you just need to do is come back to this menu and click on folder upload. The moment you click on folder upload, your laptop will take you to, it will pop up. I have a lot of things on my desktop, so it may take a while for that pop-up to come here right now, considering that we're even using the internet. So it has slowed down, it's hanging. Okay, so immediately it opens your computer folders or folders saved on your computer for you to then pick the folder you want to upload. Do you understand? Another way to go about it, it's hanging now because I wanted to upload folder in my already full Google Drive. Okay, so this new icon has all the features you need. It helps you upload file, it helps you upload folder, it helps you even renew files, it helps you create subfolders. The other option is you can always right click. While waiting for this one to finish its ceremony, the other option is that you can always right click. All right, you can always right click to access whatever you need to access. You can right click to upload file, you can right click to create new folder, you can right click to rename, you can right click to delete. If you want to see, let's say someone like the link I shared on your group for you to submit your assignment, you know you are not the owner of the link, someone else created the link, which I happen to be the person, right? And then you click on the link and it takes you to your Google Drive for you to be able to adjust the drive. If you want to see that kind of link in the future, you would not see it on my drive. You will see it on shared with me. If you look at my cursor here now, it says shared with me. So all the folders that has ever been shared with you, you can see it on shared with me. Do you understand? You can see it on shared with me. If you want to see all the items you've worked on recently, you can see it on recent. And same way you make something your favorite, you can see it here, all the starred documents. You can see it here. And everything you've deleted, you can see it in trash. And remember that trash lasts for 30 days. So if you did not take it out from your trash after 30 days, you will automatically lose that item. Do you understand? You automatically lose that item. Okay, so has decided not to move from where it is, but we'll still move on. Let me see if it allows me. Okay. If it allows me create new tab. It's not even allowing me create new tab. So we're just here. We're stuck here, but we're not still stuck because I'll go ahead. Okay, so if you look at the right side where I am, like on my own side, I see it on the right. On your side, you may see it on the left. Caris, you are raising your hand. You have a question. Please ask.
When I opened my Chrome, I saw the 9 dots on the drive. They said I should update my browser.
Yes, then go ahead to update your browser so that you can have new features.
Okay, I should just click on where they said update your browser, right?
Yes. Yeah. Another thing that updating your browser helps you do is it blocks virus. Do you understand? And it also prevents hackers. So if you are seeing a pop-up for an update, please go ahead to update. Not even your browser alone, your apps as well. Even your mobile phone app. It just means that there is an updated version of that. And there is an updated security on that as well. So that people do not have access to your documents, your personal documents, especially your banking app. The moment your banking app pops up and updates, please update it immediately, because people are out there looking for how to hack and collect the money you have worked for. Do you understand? So the moment you see a pop-up, and from your browser, especially people that do internet banking, someone can have access to those documents. Do you understand? To those information. So all you need to do is update immediately. I say this to say that the moment you see a pop-up for an update, update immediately. Okay, so I think the laptop has finally stopped hanging. So when we click on new, like I said earlier, you can do your file upload, you can do your folder upload. So the first task that I'm giving this class is that if you don't have your certificates saved on your Google Drive, that's the first task. Go and save it on your Google Drive. Anything can happen. Your room can become flooded, and then you lose your original documents. Fire, nobody's praying for something as bad as fire, but fire can got a building. You may not even be in the building, you may go visiting someone and fire got the building. And where the fire started from is where you put your bag, and all your original documents gets burnt. What are you going to do? Or like the example I cited earlier, you didn't grow up in Lagos, and then you came to Lagos for hustle, or you grew up in Lagos and you went to Abuja for hustle, and you've done the first stage of the interview, second stage of the interview, you took flights. Now that flight has become so expensive, two-way trip, the last time was about 125, and then you do two-way trip 125 to Abuja for the final interview, and they tell you that submit your original documents, and you say, hey, the HR didn't tell me that I'm supposed to bring my original documents. What am I going to do? Hey, my daddy, my mommy, and then you say, my original documents are in Lagos in 2022. Is anybody going to listen to that as a grown-up? What you can just say is, sorry, can I present soft copy documents? If they say yes, you say, okay, I'll email it to you right away. You can choose to either share them the Google Drive link for them to access it by themselves, or you select the documents you want to share with them in a session whereby you don't want to share all your credentials with them. You download them to your phone or on your laptop and then email it to them. As simple as ABC. So all this going virtual helps us prevent a lot of mishappenings. Do you understand? It even helps us get more opportunities because you have things on the go. You have things on the go. Say you have a presentation at work, and at the time you were preparing the slides, it was almost few minutes. Okay, you were preparing the slides and you realize that there is no light and your laptop is already telling you 10%. What should you do in that case? When you have Google Drive, quickly save to your Google Drive, and then when you get home, or when you get to the office, or when you get to where you can access power, you just pick up from there. Do you understand? Okay, so let's bring it home back to our resume and portfolio. I'll explain the resume part later, but the portfolio part is the very important part, so that I use the portfolio to explain this Google Drive. Like I said in class the other day, that your resume is not enough, especially as a creative. What's your portfolio? Your portfolio is just a box that has all the work you've ever done. So people want to see creative materials that you've come up with as a creative. Same way as a tailor, before someone will trust you to even give you some styles, they want to see if you have made something close to that before. Do you understand? So that's a portfolio in simple terms. Okay, so your portfolio can be in video format. It can be in a website. Some people create websites and have their portfolio saved there. And then you can also save your portfolio in a Google Drive. You can even save your portfolio on Instagram. Like all those photographers, they create Instagram accounts specifically to post their pictures that they've taken previously. That can also serve as a portfolio. Okay. You can have, like, from your video editing class, you can have a video where you put all the effects, all the color grading and everything, and all the text, all the fancy text, and someone says, show me a video you've edited before, and then you are able to present that video. Remember that that video, if it is saved on your phone alone, it is not even safe in 2022. So that video that you've put all the effects, everything, you can either have it on your Google Drive, you can save it on a website, you can also, there are other ways, even WeShare. There are other platforms where you can have your video saved. You can even upload your video on YouTube. You can have your video on Instagram. Because if it is only saved under your laptop and your phone, let's say today now, you are a video editor and you are called upon, like, now, send me a sample of your work, and your phone is almost down. What are you going to do? Or you are even in Lagos and the person wants to give you a video editing job in Canada and says, send me a sample of your work. Can you get to the person to say, see it on my phone or see it on my laptop? No, you need to have it saved somewhere in the cloud in this digital world. So the easiest, if you don't know how to save on YouTube, you don't know how to save on Instagram, you don't know how to save on a website, and you don't even know how to save on WeShare or other platforms. You know, WeShare even consumes data. You can just have it already saved on your Google Drive, and all you just need to do is share the link with the person. Let the person start battling with data. You don't have to now be uploading every 2 seconds. All you just need to do is update your Google Drive from time to time. So let me just rename this from Digital Amazon Core 3 class to say portfolio. Did you see what I did there? I came to this, a triangle facing down is called what? Anybody, any idea? Don't check Google. A triangle facing down is called what? Let me hear different versions today. Ladies, are we here?
Option.
I don't have options. So me, I want to hear your own response. A triangle, mathematics. Hell, hell, God. Some people even did further maths. Please, this is a hell. Further maths people that are here. A triangle facing down is called what? Ma? You are saying equilateral. Equilateral is a triangle that has 3 equal sides. The one that is facing down. Facing down.
Isosceles.
Hell, God. Any pay? Esope. Isosceles. No. More options. More options. Don't check Google. Somebody's quickly searching Google now. More options. Nabla. So we are 23 here, and I'm hearing only
Nabla.
Yes, ma. What did you say? Hey, oh God, I don't hear things today. It is well.
It's
no,
Nabla.
That's incorrect. Oh. Nabla. Which language is that one?
Delta.
Is it? So you are bringing Delta into this class. It is well. What is the meaning of Nabla? Upside down?
Maybe she means nebula.
Nebula.
I don't know.
Thank God. Thank God for Google. Don't worry, we'll search it on Google.
It can also be called a funnel.
Fully.
Okay.
Mary, well done. I'm working with Google, Abby. Well done.
And now, facing down is called, thank God for Google. We'll see your Nabla now, or whatever you called it.
Is that cute, oh?
Acute is not one side. Acute is one side. Is maybe on the left or on the right, and then that's how the triangle is. Google, oh yeah, sharp, 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 sharp. Okay, Google is loading. Nabla. Okay. The nabla is a triangular symbol representing
Extra data for
Greek delta.
Mary.
No, wait, calm down. Calm down. It's not the name of the triangle. The nabla is a triangular symbol. Symbol. It's not a type of triangle. Let's not confuse ourselves. The name of a triangle facing down. Nabla. Okay. Then which one is now inverted triangle? Okay. I knew that it was Google that did that work, but no problem. You get extra 1,000 naira after the class. Send me the message.
Hey, it's Expo. It's Expo.
Is Google work? Is work of
I use
Google,
the resources
but no
I have
problem.
to find my answer. It's being
It's
resourceful.
Expo.
It is well.
It is me and
Will not
Al.
use.
You didn't read the whole thing. No, they said this can also be called the delta in Greek words.
It's Mary. It is me and you that have that money. we have the money
This
together.
is serious.
Because I supported a motion. So I'm a supporter.
Okay, so you supported that motion.
Yes, so I must get supporter bonus.
Okay, no problem. Just send me a message after the class. Okay, so when you click on this triangle that is facing down, you have more options. Same way, if you right click here, you still have the option that you have when you click on new here. If you right click, you can create new folder, new file, folder, upload. Same thing you will get when you click on new. If you click on this triangle here, you can see open with more apps. Don't complicate things for yourself. You can either create new folder like a subfolder inside. You can share if you want to share this link to somebody. Same way I copied the link and pasted on your group. So if you want to do that, it's loading. I think the network just decided to do something that I don't understand today. Okay, so it's loading, it's still loading. It's still loading for whatever reason. So it's here. So if you want to share, if it's still unrestricted, it just means that even if you share the link with someone, the person will still ask you for access. Do you understand? So to curb that, especially if it is your portfolio, what you can do is to come back to this triangle again, facing down, and then change it to anyone with link. So if I don't want them to be able to edit my document, I'll just leave it at viewer. Once you leave it at viewer, they'll be able to view whatever you have put in your folder without having to call you back to ask you for access. If you make them commenter, it just means that they can be able to minute on whatever document you have put there. They can be able to leave their comments, and a lot of comments from different people, especially if it is your portfolio or an official document, can mess up the document. So it's either you leave it at viewer or you leave it at editor, except if you are sending your work for review. If you're sending your work for review, you can leave it at commenter. Do you understand? Then if you're sending it to your boss or your team member, you can leave it as editor so that the person can be able to move things around. Like the link I shared with your class, I left it at editor so that you people can be able to upload items into the folder, delete if you made a mistake, rename and all of that. So I left it at editor. But by the time we are done with assessment, I want to send to facilitators, I'll just leave it at viewer so that they can only view, they cannot edit, they cannot include items for anybody. Do Do you understand? So same thing with your portfolio. If you're sending it to an external party that you don't want to tamper with your item, just leave it at viewer. But if you leave it restricted, they will start calling you for access. Same as your portfolio that you'll be sending to us, leave it at viewer. Do you understand? And then the final part, to copy link. Once you click on copy link, see it has popped up link copied. And then you can then go and paste your link anywhere you want to paste it, and that is done. Another way of sharing link, if you did not go to share, if you also click on get link, you see the same pop-up is here already, and we have adjusted it to viewer. Viewer is actually the ideal. Restricted is if it is a very, very private document that you're not sharing with anyone. But the moment you want another eye to see your document, ensure to leave it at viewer or editor, depending on whoever you're sharing it to. If I want to add shortcut to the drive so that the moment my Google Drive loads, I would see the shortcut, you can do that here. If I want to move an item from this folder to another folder, I can do move to. If I even want to move this folder inside another folder, like make it a subfolder, I can as well do that. Okay, who is that with feedback? Don't stress yourself. I've even muted all, so it's okay. All right, so back here, I've already talked about start. So make something your favorite. If you want to rename, so I want to rename this to portfolio. So I've renamed it to portfolio and I click OK. So now it's saving as, it's saved as portfolio. So what's the ideal? A lot of people, you just go ahead and just name portfolio and go to bed. No, you're supposed to name with your name. There's even an update that instead of doing Chidinma portfolio or Chidinma Osigwe portfolio, what's going on here? Portfolio. This is even what used to be the ideal. But now HR people will tell you, even on your resume, they will tell you to do Chidinma _ Osigwe _ portfolio. Same on your resume. Just do Chidinma _ Osigwe _ resume. Do you understand? So those of you that have your resume as something document 1, rename 1, doc 1, something, or you just have only your first name on your resume, this is to tell you that you should go ahead and rename that document to your name _ your surname _ resume. Same thing for your portfolio. You can even leave your portfolio as your name without the underscores, your name, your surname, and portfolio. Just ensure that your name and your surname is there, because there may be 2 Chidinmas applying for the job. Do you understand? There may be 2 P's applying for the job. So how do we differentiate them if they don't have their surnames? Okay, so we have renamed this to our portfolio. Now, as a creative, you might be multi-talented, and I want to put my graphics work, graphic items, right? Aha, we have it. And again, I have photography items, pictures, photographs. So this is the portfolio of a multi-talented creative. Okay, and then I also create a subfolder that I want to call give me example. We've done graphics, we've done photographs, video edits. Okay, or videos, as the case may be. And then I'm also a content writer, and just name it content writing samples. Do you understand? So remember that I mentioned earlier that a portfolio is a big box that has all the works that you've ever done before. So here I have 4 things that I am best at as a creative. I'm best at writing content. I'm best at graphics. I'm also best at photographs. I'm also best at video edits. These are what I want to push out to get more jobs. Do you understand? So I've created subfolders for them under my portfolio. So what do I need to do? I then double click on this content writing and then upload materials that are related to this that I have. Do you understand? And then I go back to my portfolio, the original folder. If I double click on graphic items, I can upload flyers, business cards, brochures. What are other examples of graphic items? Give me now, give me. You guys are here. Logos. Use the chat box if you don't want to speak.
Business cards, business cards.
Business cards. Business cards, exactly.
Pamphlets.
So pamphlets, exactly. You know, their sizes are different. Even when you even upload them here, whoever is seeing it will see that the saved size is quite different. Okay. Then photographs. Under photographs, there are different kind of shoots. There's baby shoots, there's street photography, there's wedding pictures. Do you understand? So you can even create subfolders under photographs and then also save those items, those pictures to those subfolders. And then we come back to video edits, and then you can then also save those items as well. So I want to copy the link of my main portfolio because that's the important one. All right. So like I mentioned earlier, you come back here. Once you do get link, you'll be able to get link to all these other subfolders. For example, I now want to send only my content writing subfolder. What will I do? All I need to do is either click on it, then I right click, then I come to get link. The moment I do that, I'll be able to get the link to only this content writing subfolder. Let's say I sent out my general portfolio, but that job is only for graphics. And they now specified that send me works that you have done before. And I don't need to send them every other item. What I just need to do is click on my graphic items and I right click and I'll be able to get the link. Do you understand? So if someone says, send me link to only your graphic items, you can quickly rename this thing to say Chidinma Osigwe graphics or graphic materials or graphic items. Do you understand? Since they're asking you for only one folder inside your general folder, renaming is very easy to do. You can always rename and come back to then rename. Do you understand? So if someone is asking for only one of your subfolder, it's always good to be prepared. Do you understand? So it's best you have everything already under your portfolio. So if someone is not asking for only one item, you just quickly come, rename it to your name, because there may be somebody else that bears your name also being interviewed for the job. Okay, so you just come quickly rename it and then send the link to the person. So the person will now go ahead and be battling with their own data, trying to download it. So if the person has data issues, the same way person will have data issues trying to download from your mail, the same way person will have data issues trying to access your portfolio. But it just means that person can always go back to it because it is a link. And why the person is even struggling to even access it, you can still upload more items into the folder without being in the same place with the person. As you're uploading new items, the person is seeing it automatically. Once you have access to the internet, as I'm doing an update in my house, people will be seeing it. Do you understand? I can see someone sending me a chat in the chat box. Let me check that. Aha, letterheaded paper. Okay, examples of graphic items. Aha, so we already have Like now I've created 4 items as a creative. Do you understand? So you then go ahead and copy the link. So any question? Let me take your questions. Or you're trying to tell me that you understood everything that I've been saying since morning. Or when you watch the playback, you understand better.
Ma, I have a question, ma.
Okay, Toby, go
Hello?
ahead.
Please,
Yes,
Jennifer.
Toby, go ahead. Oh,
Jennifer.
Jennifer, go ahead.
Okay, ma. Please, ma.
Go
for
ahead,
instance, ma.
Jennifer.
Okay, ma. I'm using my mobile phone for my Google Drive.
Okay,
How do I upload
okay.
video editing videos on my Google Drive? Because I'm useless, as in I don't have a laptop right now, and I want to upload, but I cannot see all these options on my phone.
Okay, great. I'm opening Google Drive on my own phone right now. So when you clicked on Google Drive, right, it brought out home, start, shared, and files, right?
Yes,
Is that the way it's showing on your phone as well?
yes, it's got out home, then the star, then the view people I can maybe shared and
Shared, yes, that's shared, and files. Okay, great. So home is the same thing. When I go to my drive, everything I'll see in my drive is what I'll see in home. Do you understand? That's all items on your drive. Starred is things that you have asterisks before. Shared is links or folders that have been shared with you. Do you understand? So like the link I shared on your group, or any link Titi shares on your group, or any other facilitator, you can find it under shared. The moment you click on that link, it automatically opens that folder for you. But say you close your phone or close the app, for example, and you want to, 2 weeks after, you're looking for that folder, all you just need to do is go to shared. Once you go to shared, you see all the items that's ever been shared with you, either document, video, or all of that. Do you understand? And then when you go to files, you'll be able to see folders that you have created by yourself. Do you understand? So you're saying you want to upload your video editing assignment, Abi, to an already created folder by your facilitator.
no, not really. Like let's say I want to send it to someone.
Oh, you want to send it to someone? Okay, click on files. When you click on files, you will see a plus sign at the bottom of your phone. Can you see that?
Okay.
Other people with their phones as well, you can try it. When you see the plus sign, click on the plus sign.
Okay, I'll send it.
What
I'll
is it
send it.
showing you? Folder, uploads. Aha. You can see that you can even scan a document with your phone. So you can be able to create new folder from there. So that's it. That answers your question. Okay, so the other person raising her hand.
Yes, ma'am. I want
Ask
to ask a question. Is it possible we move folders from shared with me to our portfolio?
Okay, so what can happen is you cannot move folders from shared with me because you're not the owner of the folder. You can only download items from shared with me and then go ahead and upload them on your in your portfolio. If that makes sense. Like now, for example, I click on shared with me. I'm not the owner of the folder. It's
Yeah, I'm
loading.
ready to just. You.
Exactly. So who is that? Oh, okay, let me just mute. Oh. Okay, So, for example, can you still hear me? I think the internet. Okay, great. Let me go ahead then. Okay, look at my shared with me. Look at a meeting I attended and they sent me the playback, for example. I cannot, once I right click, see, it's not giving me the option to move to because I'm not the owner of this item. Do you understand? But it's giving me the option to download. So I can download, have it on my desktop, and then go ahead to put it in any folder I want to put it in. Do you understand? Same thing. Okay, this one is mine. I created it from another link and I sent it to myself. It will allow me to do that. Okay, this one. Aha. So this one was created, I created this folder on Street Project at Gmail, not my own personal Gmail. Do you understand? And I shared it to myself so that I can edit it when I'm home. And then, aha, I can't see the option to move to because I'm not the owner. Look at the owner self. It's telling me block if I want to block it. This is the owner of the document. So it will not allow me move these folders around. So the only thing I can do is I can go ahead and download items from that folder and save to wherever I want to save. Do you understand? So any other question, ask your question, especially for people making use of their phones.
Okay, ma. I want to ask a question, ma. When you download from another person,
All right, go ahead.
When you download from another person's folder, can I work on that? Can I still work on this on my own end after downloading the other person?
Yes, if you've downloaded, it's just like when you download something from the internet on your laptop, you can be able to always work on it. Do you understand? But if it is a document, for example, a Word document, say, let me make it practical. For example, let me open Google Doc. Let me create a new document. Even Google Doc is giving you templates. Look at brochure templates, resume templates, letterhead, project proposal, different templates. So in this 2022, you cannot say you don't have a template to work with. I would share the link to this Word document now on your group so that all of you will minute on it. You will see that the same immediately you are typing on that document, wherever you are typing, I'll be able to see it. Let it finish loading. If it is a Word document or an Excel document, if you download, you will be the only one that will be able to see that edit that you have made. But if you are editing that document online, like the same way I'm working on it online now, any edit you make, I'll be able to see it. Do you understand? Let it finish loading. So I share the link. All right, it's still loading. Okay, it has brought out the share button. Okay, great. See, it's still showing that it's private to me. I need to adjust the share option. It's loading, 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 loading. Network just decided to act drama today. But you can still see my screen, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
ma'am.
great. While I'm waiting for this thing to finish. Okay, okay.
Yes, ma'am, we can.
Okay, I have to name the document before sharing. So let me name it as DA Saturday class. Just name it as that. Can either choose to skip or to save. Okay, great. Aha. So let me make it anyone with link so that you guys can be able to edit this document. Like I was saying, I've made it. Aha. So copy link. I've copied the link. Let me send it to your group. So from your group, click on the link. When you click on the link, type something on the document. The moment you start typing on the document, you see that you'll be seeing what other people are doing as well. The moment you've clicked on the link, start typing. Can you even see, aha, someone else is saying hello. Hello, pals, aha.
Like one have to have a Google document, right?
No. It can even take you automatically to your browser. If you don't have Google Doc downloaded on your phone, you can just copy that link and go and paste it on your browser. It will bring you to these documents that we are all working on. I can see someone typing. Aha. Someone is writing, hello, pals. Aha. So, and I can see it immediately. Who else wants to type on the document? The moment you click on the link, you can start writing immediately. I can even see open comment. Aha. Eze Caris has written, enjoying the class. Someone else has written, hey people. Someone else, I am Ayedun Ayobami, has clicked on this document. I can see all your comments already.
Mine is still connecting.
Oh, okay. It will be the network. Look at Jennifer is here already. She has clicked on our document. If someone else is trying to say, no, we are working on this document as a team. If someone else is trying to say, take out that item, the person will just make a comment immediately to say, take out that item. You should be this. So what I will just do is go ahead and start typing it on my own document. Bolanle says, Una, well done. No. You see, life has become easier for us in 2022. Aha, someone is even writing, I'm loving this. So all of you complaining, they asked us to work on a document as a group. I don't know how to do this. It's a brainstorming session. This is it. You have it, you have access to it already. Just make use of it. Once you have stable internet, you have a working laptop or a working phone, you are good to go. You see that whatever edit anyone is making, we are seeing it immediately.
Please, ma'am, I'm unable to access the documents.
What's the
I
challenge?
think
What's
it's
the error it's
it's
popping up?
I think it's network over here.
Ah, okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just pay attention and see what others are doing, so that when you sit back and watch the video, you'll be able to understand it. Not even
Okay,
for
ma'am.
now, but for later, because you may
Okay,
need it
ma'am.
at your workplace.
All right, ma'am.
All right. You see, everybody can edit the same document at the same time. The same thing with Excel. The same thing with the Excel documents. So let's move on. Let's move on from Google Word. Oh, let's move on. Someone is saying now, I believe knowledge is power. Okay, let me just still give us 5 minutes. Type anything you want to type before we move on.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Tade here. Mine is telling me to edit with the doc card. I can't write on it. I have
Are you
to
making
edit
use
with
of
the
your
doc.
phone?
Yes.
Are you making, oh, what type of phone is it?
Samsung.
And it's telling you have to download the app first.
Yes.
Okay, maybe your phone type. And did you copy the link to your browser?
Yes.
And then it brought out
Yes,
the error for you.
the network is
No,
bad.
copy to your browser. You should be able to edit. It's
Okay.
okay. Me, I'm not against people that have network error. Those of you that can try it, just go ahead and try it. Those that can try it at home, can try it at home. Or try later. I mean to say, you can always try later. Do you understand? The most important thing is that you pick the knowledge now. Do you understand? Okay.
Excuse me, ma.
Let's move on. Yes, please.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, I'm
Please,
with you. I'm
aside
with
from
you.
this Google, aside from this Google Doc, is there any other place or option we can type in? Because I think I tried doing this on that last week Saturday. I couldn't. It was not connecting. Is there any other option?
Google Doc.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, where all of you can edit at the same time.
Yes, perhaps.
Okay, the other option is that if you, let's say the main person in the group now works on the document, the person then shares via email. You will not start sending back to yourself. That's another option. Do you understand?
No.
That's another option. You don't understand what I mean by that? No, like now, I have Microsoft Word on my desktop now. If I double click on Microsoft Word, I edit a document and then I send via email to the remaining people on my team. Like I delegate to the next person to say, you are the next person working on the document or for your review. The person then goes ahead to review it and then send to the next person. But if you want to work hands-on on the same document and everybody will see the document at the same time, it's Google Doc that I advise. Do you understand?
Okay, ma'am.
The same way if you want to work on an Excel document and you want everybody to see it at the same time, I would advise Google Sheets. Do you understand? Like now, as part of our financial process, I'm in Lagos, Mr. Eduve is in Lagos, Mrs. Rita is not in Lagos, Mr. Ezenwa is not in Lagos. Do you understand? Other members of our team might not be in Lagos. Mrs. Eduve might be in Lagos today, but she may travel tomorrow. I may not be in Lagos tomorrow. And we need to minute or seek approval to do a lot of financial transactions. That's why we had to set up an online process. So we have a Google Sheet where I edit, Mrs. Eduve edits, Mrs. Rita edits at the same time to ensure that work goes on. Do you understand? So it helps people that are not in the same environment at the same time. That is why we're going virtual on a lot of things. Do you understand? Excuse me. It helps you work seamlessly without having to be in the same space with everybody. Okay, so let's move on from there. So I gave 2 tasks. I've given 1 task. Let me give the second task. The first task that I gave was to ensure that you have all your certificates uploaded in your Google Drive. So what I want to see on Wednesday when I come around is a Google folder that you have created, your own folder with all your certificates in it. That's 1. 2, I want to see your portfolio folder created on Google Drive. Mary, I can see your hand. I will take it. I'll take your question. Let me finish what I'm saying. The first one I want to see, first task, is create a folder with all your certificates in it, including a valid ID card. Because people are roaming around Lagos today without no ID. If police arrest them, they don't have any ID to show, including a valid ID card. 2, create a portfolio folder just the same way we have created here. So if you are multi-talented and you have talent across the 7 courses that you are taking, you can create 7 subfolders. If you are not as multi-talented as the 7 gifted person, you can create around 3 or 4 that you are talented in. Do you understand? Even if it's only 1, you can still create your portfolio around that 1. Not everybody has many talents, but some people would have just 1 and still make exploits with that 1. So don't look down on yourself that out of the 7 courses, I'm just good at only 1. Okay, so the first task, your certificates, including a valid ID. Second task, your portfolio folders. And then if you have items already from your assignments that you've been given from your facilitators, you can also upload them into those subfolders so that your portfolio folder will not be empty. So I would see that on Wednesday when I come around. Mary, your question. Mary. Okay, Toby, you're saying you had to download the app. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
Tade, same thing. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well, my own
Okay.
Android phone is an Infinix Hot 9 Play, and I didn't need to download.
Okay, ma'am. Ma, before someone asked the
Okay.
question, I actually wanted to ask a question. As regarding portfolio,
Okay.
is it that
Okay.
anything that we've managed to design at all, be it on Canva, be it on whatever app, we can upload it as our portfolio?
Yes, anything.
Okay.
You can upload anything as your portfolio that you've designed before. You know, even some employers. Okay, let me bring it home. We are teaching with Corel Draw, right? That's what Henry is teaching.
Yes, ma'am.
Aha. But you can see a job opening and they want someone that is proficient in Canva.
Okay.
Aha. If that's the app that they make use of in the organization, aside being able to use Corel Draw, you want to also show them stuff you have done with Canva. So your
Okay.
portfolio is beyond your classroom.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes,
Whatever whatever knowledge you take out from the class is just value added.
I understand. Thank you very
So
much.
you can, you're welcome. So any other question? Any other question? Have I been able to touch on the portfolio so that I know that we are looking forward to the resume class? So that you don't become confused when I now start talking about portfolio and resume in class. Who is this HP laptop? Please rename yourself or when you come in so you can be able to get your data allowance. Okay, so let me quickly touch the PowerPoint aspects that someone asked in class.
Was raised with.
Oh yeah, ask.
Okay. On the area of holding a certificate.
Your network
Yes,
is
terrible.
Can you make use of the chat box? Type in.
Okay.
Yes. I'm waiting for you in the chat. Just type. Okay, on uploading our certificate. Okay. Must they be scanned before we can upload them? Okay, life has even become very easy for us. If you're making use of an iPhone, that's having them on our phone. If you're making use of an iPhone, you can scan from your notes, right? You can scan from your notes. And also, why I think Jennifer was the one that asked the question. She was making use of her phone and she wanted to know about the Google Drive interface. And then I ran her through the home, the start, the shared, and the files. And when we clicked on the plus sign that is showing in the files, we can see folder, we can see upload, we can see scan. So even people using Android phones, you can scan on your Google Drive. You can scan with your phone. Do you understand? It scans and saves as a PDF for you. Same way you're using your iPhone and you go to your notes and you'll be able to scan your documents from there. So you have a properly scanned document. You can even have them as picture formats, but that's going to be rough. Do you understand? When you already have the scan option, it's better to even have than not to have. And now you have the opportunity of having it properly kept. So scan with your phone. Okay, you even have Cam Scanner that you can download and scan with. Okay, all right. So I think I've answered your question. So any other question before I quickly run to PowerPoint? Any other question? Okay, I want to take it that I've answered everyone's question. All right. Okay, so let me show you slides, also called PowerPoint. We have it here as well. Before I also open the one on my laptop, Google Slides. Remember that for your project, you have to come up with presentation slides. And for Mrs. Rita's assignments as well, she's asking you for presentation slides. So it's not something out of this world, something that you can do. So let Google Slides finish loading. Let me also be opening PowerPoint on my desktop, whichever one comes up first. We'll quickly run through that. Aha. So look at Google Slides. Google Slides have even given me templates. Even slides of other people that I have opened before on this laptop is popping up here because I opened it with Google Slides. So if I click on template gallery, it brings up a lot of templates for me, depending on what I want to achieve with my presentation. If it's a proposal, it brings up something that has that effect for me. Do you understand? But I want something that has something that is beautiful, right? That can be used for digital marketing assignments, or something I can, something that is workable, it's colorful or workable. Well, anything is even colorful and workable because you can always edit. Okay, let me look at your big idea. Let me work with this template. Okay, it's like this one is taking a lot of time. Let me go to our normal PowerPoint that we all have on our laptop. Look at the sign here. Is this P with a circle around it? That's PowerPoint. Let me click on new. Even PowerPoint will give you themes like templates. So for someone that is not so that is not a pro as using PowerPoint, you can look for templates that you can work with. And you can also click on blank presentation if it's for someone that you know what you're doing, you're already used to the PowerPoint application, right? I don't know why this thing is taking time to load. The laptop has decided to hang. It has plenty of things on it. This one too is also loading as well. So let me just ignore this and let's write down this. Okay. So this one is hanging as well. That's not finished loading. Okay, great. That's finished. Great, 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 great. So if you click on blank, it brings up a blank template for you, right? Once you click on design, it brings up different designs for you. For example, let me click on this one. Let's click on anyone, depending on what you want to achieve. See, it has brought up a design for me from the designs I clicked on. Do you understand? So let's say I want to call this give me the name of a team. Which team wants to give me their name?
Okay, Shiros. Yes, or Super Amazons.
Whose name should I use? Oh,
okay, Super Amazons.
Elegant tribe.
Use Shiros.
Spell it.
Super Amazons. SUPER.
ROSE. SHEROSE.
Hello, people. We are back, right? Can you hear me clearly now?
Yes, we can hear you, ma.
All right, great. Thank God that we are back. I just want to quickly wrap up. So, which group was able to tell me their name? So, which group name are we working with?
Super Amazons, ma.
Super Amazons. Okay, great.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I just come here. Please mute yourself for Super Amazons. Okay, great. Let's say I'm looking at this font, that this font is too big. I'll just come back to home, just like you're making use of Microsoft Word. Maybe okay, just leave it at 44, or I changed the font type. Super Amazon sounds very funky, so I want to look for a fine font for it. Let me look for a fine font for it. Okay, so let me settle for this. Sorry. Okay, so if I even want to change the color, just come here. Or you want something that will pop on the color you are making use of. Which color should we go for? Blue or
gold?
Gold. Okay. Aha, we're doing this together. I'm happy that I'm getting response. You can even still adjust the color. Yeah, this person can come here. More colors. That's giving us another shade where I adjusted from. Okay, let's settle for this. Even the okay, it's hanging. Okay,
is it the font?
Okay. The fonts, right? We may choose to change the fonts. We can add effects on the text type.
Okay.
Yeah, you understand, all those shadow, reflection, glow, soft edges, 3D.
Okay.
Depending on what you want. But you know that if you want to edit the whole font, just highlight it so that whatever you are editing goes across board.
Okay.
If you want to add shadow or to your text, maybe you want the shadow color to be black, and then whatever you are adjusting, transparency or reduce the transparency, just check with the fonts to ensure that everything is highlighted so that it goes across board, except if you want to do two color. Okay, someone is okay, it's on WhatsApp, it's not for the class. The name of your group is Super Amazons. You can, let's say you are doing a presentation in your office, for example, and the name of the presentation is Super Amazons. You can come down here and say presented by maybe creative and media department, for example. We are all making assumptions here. Do you understand? So you can also, here's our buckets. You should be able to format background. You should be able to change this, our background color, picture or text field texture, transparency. I'll be able to adjust it from here so that your text becomes visible. Even this box, you can move this box around. This is your text box. You can reduce it. You can move it around. This one, you can also move it around as well. Once it brings out this, you can see, you can move it around. You can bring it down here. You can make this one bigger. You can put text in the center. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
You can do anything with your text depending on how creative you are around it. So, same way you can change your background. You can even import your background. See, if you want to bring in another picture, see, you can picture correction, picture color. You can recolor your background. And always recolor. Okay. You can play around things depending on how creative you are around it, and you should not mess up your documents. Even there are templates for presentation on Canva. See, with our color now, this gold is no more popping. You can just go for, see, black is popping more. So we can just leave it at black. And also move this one close to it. Presented by. So now that this is for a business, right? You can write your business name and put your tagline here. What's your tagline? You may not want to disclose now because it is for the D-Day, right? So your tagline can be like now, MTN everywhere you go. You can write MTN everywhere you go here. You understand? Or you can still, since it is a project, you can leave it as presented by group so digital Amazon cohorts, blah 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 blah. That's up to you. You can be creative with whatever you want to write around it, but just know that the front page is supposed to have your presentation title. Do you understand? And presented by. That's who is presenting the document. You can add new slides. Maybe your slide 2 now, you want to have table of contents. For example, just know that your presentation slides change based on what you are presenting on. Do you understand? So now we've used the, what font is this? Cobel. This other one is what? Cobel. Okay. So let's say we want to use Cobel across board. This one is even Cobel. So you can just reduce the fonts. Since we have used the bigger one to talk about our document, you can just reduce the fonts. Maybe, you know, you can add bullets from here, just same way you do on Microsoft Word. Maybe the first part is about our business or about us. About us. Second one is maybe target audience. For example, I'm not saying this is it, so cast in stone. For all of you can copy this and now start using it. You will now say is Chidinma that said, this is just an example. It's off my head, I'm doing this. About us, target audience. Let's say I include if I go to, okay, mission and vision. Let's say I do target audience. Let's say I do goals. Let's say I include budgets. Let's say I then say communication materials. So I can either choose to include communication materials in the slide, or if I'm not so tech savvy, I have it saved somewhere on my laptop and opened and minimized. Do you understand? For example, but if I'm tech savvy and I have like latest laptop, I can embed it in my laptop, in my presentation, and I'm sure that it will play. It's not the one that you have it and to not play. So it's always advisable you have it somewhere else, open it and minimize it. So say I have communication materials, that's your video ads, your flyers, something around that aspect. And then I can include 5-year plan, 5-year plan. Then maybe I name this last part call to action, or what's expected at the end of the presentation. And I just leave it. Maybe the last part will just be thank you. For example, this is an example. Don't go and quote me verbatim, but this is what Chidinma said. This is an example of what your front page can look like. Remember that your presentation slide changes depending on what you want to achieve with your presentation. Okay, so I've created a table of contents. See where I'm adding new slide. Add new slide again. Maybe, you know, I've already called this one about us. So obviously this one will be about us. So I call it about us. Your slides will be nice if you are using the same text across board and same size of your font. Your cover page, you can mess around with your cover page, use any font you want to use any color, use any size, because it's your front page. Okay, but for other slides you can always design it. For other slides, it's always advisable that your font size is the same across board. Say I want to include a picture. Aha, so I look at it, it's even giving me the option to insert pictures, insert charts, insert smart art graphic, 3D models, insert an icon. So I want to insert my logo, even as watermark, you can insert it. Insert video, like I said earlier, if you are sure you're using a very good laptop that your video will play. Online pictures. So let's say in our about us now, I want to insert maybe a picture that already has it on my laptop. I can then insert my picture. But you know that since this is a business, right? Or if you're even making a presentation in your office, it needs to have your logo, your company's logo. Another way to insert, you can just come up here, click on insert, you can add picture. Once you click on picture, look for the logo on your laptop and then insert the logo on any side that you like. You can put it on the left, put it on the right, depending on how your template is structured. Like this, our design now, it would be nice if we either put the logo here or bring it down, or even put it somewhere here, but here it will be hidden somewhere around here. So that's up to you. So this one can be about us. Anything you want to write, put it. You can either use pictures to even describe about us. And depending on how creative you can be, Sha, with your slides, depending on how creative you can be. Someone else can do an about us with only text, when someone else can do an about us that has pictures of how we started, a story behind. Most times about us is a story behind your brand. Do you understand? Mission and vision. Then once you go back to home, you can use slide. Then you can name this one mission and vision. Then you can put your mission and put your vision. See, the same slide that someone else did that is looking like only black and white, the same slide that someone else can do and make it very creative. It's all about how creative you can be. And another thing is, like my laptop now, if I'm connected to the internet, if I opt for that option, I am from the beginning of my slide, new slide, and I click on templates online, it will automatically start giving me options to make my work more creative. Same way you can also prepare your slides on Canva if you are very good with Canva, and Canva will give you creative templates. Do you understand? But before running there, understand the basics, and that is achievable from your PowerPoint on your laptop. Do you understand? So you can play around text, insert so for those of you that want to insert graph, maybe you want to show how revenue will increase from year to year, you can see there's pie chart, there's bar, there's area, there's X and Y scatter. So I know that there are some other people that are not even creatives, but they are in other departments but want to work in the creative space. So all this can also help you. There's no how you even be a creative and you will not do presentation in your office. They may allow you maybe for the first few years as a startup, but from going forward, they will always want you to do presentation. So you can play around this. Let me take your questions and let me see what you come up with your assignments. And by Wednesday, I'm sure people that would have played around this would have more questions to ask, and then we can do hands-on practical in class based on your questions. So questions before I wrap up. I've taken almost, not even almost, I've taken the whole of your morning. Like play. We've talked from 9 till past 11. Please, ma, is it necessary to put your slide for presentation? Slide is, okay, let me bring it up. When someone tells you prepare a slide, the person is practically telling you to come up with a PowerPoint presentation. Anytime someone tells you prepare a slide, the person is telling you to come up with a PowerPoint presentation. That is it. But these days we can get away with more than people come up with PDF documents and then they display it for them on a projector. Okay, what's our question? Please make me understand though. Okay, she said thank you. Okay, is it necessary to put thank you slide for presentation? Oh, when you are done. So when you are done, at the end, like now, if I'm presenting to students like I am doing now, my last slide, I can choose to make it questions and put the question icon. For example, now let me go to my browser. Look at Google Slides. Google Slides have brought out different templates for you. Google Slides even make life easy. Google Slides, Canva. If you have an updated PowerPoint, they'll bring up creative ways of your presentations for you. Let's say I put questions. Let me look for questions here and download one picture. So it's not compulsory you put thank you, but it's always good you put thank you because that is the part where people clap. Do you understand? That's the part where people clap. Please mute yourself. Oh, I know you are at home on a Saturday and children are everywhere. Yours is a request for a display of the respective assignments to be left on the charts. Okay. Some of our connectivity was affected along the line. Okay. All right. So I wanted to show you guys how to insert picture with this question that was asked. Okay, let me save image. Save image as. So let me just use one stone to. People want me to start my video. Not starting my video. Don't worry, after the class, I'll show you people my face. My laptop is hanging. I'm trying to download this image so that I show you how you can insert a picture to your slide. Okay. I
can't see what is on your screen.
Yes, I'm coming. That's because I'm downloading something. Okay, great.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can see it now, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sharing the presentation schedule only, so you may not be able to see my screen. If I was sharing my whole screen, that means all the orishirishi, sorry, you're right, people that don't understand orishirishi, all the plenty things that is on my screen, you'll be able to see it, be able to see all my secrets. So let me insert picture now. I think this thing is okay. We're here. We're here. Okay, great. Okay. So once I click on picture, I go to downloads. Question mark. Insert. Exactly. So I can then resize it to whichever size I want. Let me delete this one that is showing at the back. Then go ahead and resize. Did you see that? So where you can put questions, right, is if you are taking a lecture, right, and you have finished your presentation and you want to take questions from your audience, you can just insert this. You can put questions or like put it in a text, or like what I told you guys, that the same slide that someone will make colorful is the same slide that another person will do, that you'll be wondering that, oh, did this thing fall from heaven? So when someone else would have come to, like now, let's say this is someone else's last slide and the person comes to put questions and put question mark, we'll still ask our question now, Abby, won't we? We'll still get to ask our question, but that's the same slide that I've put a picture. Someone else can come now and do a slide like this and put questions and say, next slide, questions. Please, do you have any question? That's the same slide I have done, and I've put a picture in it. Which one looks more colorful?
This one. This one is more colorful.
So it's up to you to do anything you want to do with your slides, like I said earlier. So where you can look for picture to represent some of these things, look for pictures. Where you can, where you can include text, include text. When you can include both, include both. Do you understand? It's still on the same slide. I did not do anything from the blues. So if I want to play the slide now, I can do the slideshow. Just play the slides for me. So it's playing the slide. Did you see what I did?
No.
Okay, this lower part, you can see this thing that looks like a cup, a glass cup, wine glass, right? Once you click on it, it will slide, show your slides. So you can then use your arrow to move forward or move backward. The arrows on your laptop. So either move forward or move backward. And use your escape to bring it back. Okay. So do we have any other question? So you can even use transition if you want it to be doing to or her. If you want this, look at the way it's reacting. If you want fade, if you want push, if you want wipe, if you want splits, review, cuts, random bars, shape, uncover, cover, flash. So you can include transition on your slide. For example, I impute, okay, let's use push. Let me now play it. Let me click on that cup slideshow. Look at the way it's showing. So if I include the transition to all the slides, see, it's only one I put transition on. If I impute the transition on all the slides, the moment I move to another slide, it will transition as well. Let me then play it. Look at this. So the transition is across board. You understand? You can put different transitions across board for your presentation, and you can also leave it without transition. So this design will give you different designs. Remember, look at the one we picked for what we are currently using. So you can check for different designs and play around it. Draw, if you want to draw something, eraser and all of that. Insert, if you want to insert pictures, icons, you understand, you want to bring in logo, you want to put a song, sound, video, that's for insert. Home, it brings you home. Like the same thing you will see in your Microsoft Word interface is still what you will see in the home. For you to add text, increase text, put your bullets, put your numbers, align, center align, all those, you can see it in home. Then animation is when you want to put slideshows. You understand? You want to animate your presentation. Then slideshow, the same, this cup that you're seeing at the extreme, you can also edit it here from beginning, put the slideshow from beginning, from current slide and all of that. If you want to record your presentation, you can do that here. If you want to review, if you want to view how it will look like, tell me what you want me to do. That's if your laptop is connected to the internet. Now, all these applications are becoming very intelligent. They can convert your many texts into presentation for you. You can convert it into, look at handout orientation, slide master view, insert text box. It can do a lot of things for you now, right? And then if you want to save, you can come to file and save. So when you come to file, can save new, can open, save, can save as. Notice the document that look at template self, that because we are connected to the internet, is bringing up beautiful templates for us. Do you understand? So this is a new document, so we can, if we even click as save, it will ask us to name the file. If we click as save as, it will also ask us to name the file. You understand? So questions, let me take your questions. Time has been fast spent already.
Ma, when I was trying to insert pictures, so I didn't have a picture at the moment, so I tried to download something to insert there. So after downloading it, is it supposed to show on this slide?
You know, after you have downloaded on your phone, you have to insert it now. You understand?
No, I don't understand what you said.
When you download the image now, you know it's not on your phone before. So you downloaded. So it has saved on your phone. So it's you that will now go to insert on your presentation. Click on insert and then look for the picture on your phone for the picture to show on your slide.
Okay.
Yeah, any other question?
Please, I have a question. Hello.
Please ask.
Okay, ma.
Yeah.
I want to ask, when will the replay be available? Because I'm battling with network since, so I don't know. If I can get a replay.
When we the oh, okay.
Of
All
this
right, all right.
class.
You'll get it. All right, all right. You'll get it.
Is it as soon as possible?
Yes, after the class, I'll download the video and upload on YouTube for you guys to access it.
Oh, okay. Great. Thank you very much. Yeah.
All right, you're welcome. Any
Yes,
other
ma'am.
question? Any other question? Okay, in the absence of none, I think I'll stop sharing so that I can end the class. Right.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right, so you're welcome. You're welcome. For those of you that have not renamed yourself, I can see someone Berry 125176. Please rename yourself Hot 8, Infinix Hot 8. You're welcome. You're welcome. Please rename yourself. Or I don't want a situation whereby you will not get data. We've resounded it last week. I'm resounding it this week as well. Next week, I will not even beg you to rename yourself. I'll just mark you as absent. Okay. Please rename yourself. And remember that digital marketing class will take place at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. this evening. I didn't even want to stretch this much, but it's necessary for us to understand the basics. Thank you for taking out your time out of your Saturday that you're supposed to be resting to be here today. I believe it was worth your time. I'll download the video immediately so that you get access to it as soon as possible. All right. Those